Hey guys, what up? Bevan here, coming to you from the Black Forest today, getting soaking wet but having a good time. And I want to give you guys a tool to take the edge off your social anxiety whenever you experience it. Now this tool might seem almost too simple. In fact, it might even seem like it might not work because of its simplicity, but rest assured it's very effective, and the more you use it, the more effective it will become. So what is this tool? Well, it's super simple. Whenever you experience social anxiety, I want you to acknowledge it to yourself, to actually label it in your mind. But I want you to do this in a specific way. Rather than just say, I'm anxious, which is kind of the default way of labeling an emotion whenever you experience it, and that often happens subconsciously, I want you to say, Bevan is experiencing anxiety. And there are a few reasons for this. And by the way, replace my name with your own, obviously. But anyway, the first reason you want to do this is to put it in the third person. Because when you do that, when you say Bevan is experiencing rather than I am experiencing, you're putting some distance between you and that emotion. You're putting some perspective on it. You're putting the emotion into perspective. So it might sound kind of weird to do this, but it's actually really effective. The other point is that you want to say Bevan is experiencing anxiety rather than Bevan is anxious. The reason for this is that when you say is experiencing, it puts the emphasis on the temporary nature of this emotion. Anything that we feel, any emotion we have is going to come and go, and this just emphasizes that. The other reason you want to say is experiencing rather than is anxious is because when you say Bevan is anxious, it just makes it a lot easier for your subconscious mind to identify with this emotion. Better to say Bevan is experiencing, just to be more precise with your terms and to just really emphasize that it's something that's happening in the moment. And that's really it right there. So it sounds very simple, and it is, but it's very effective, especially the more you use it. If you read about Buddhism and Eastern philosophy, you recognize this as the process of noting. When most people do noting, they're actually just noting one word at a time. So they might be feeling happy, they'll just say happy, and that's a great practice as well. But if you don't do this super often, and if you don't do a lot of formal meditation, I urge you to do it in the way that I suggested, just to emphasize the temporary nature of these emotions and just to help you distance yourself from them and prevent your mind from identifying with them. Also say that you can use this at any time. You don't have to be experiencing a negative emotion or anxiety. You can actually be experiencing a positive emotion or no emotion at all. Even if you're just riding on the bus, you can just say, oh, you can do this. You can say, Bevan is riding on the bus. Now, why would you want to do that? It's because whenever you do this practice, it gives you some space. It gives you some perspective. It puts you into a moment of presence. And very importantly, it breaks the momentum of living in a mind-dominated life. So I really urge you to start doing this practice, especially if you're experiencing social anxiety. You can just do it in the moment, or really when you're experiencing anything, you can also do it. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this tip and put it into practice. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.